Alright guys, so I've decided I'm going to make a couple videos here, and this one's going to be my first one, playing Marvel Future Fight. And I think for my first video I'm going to do my 5 world boss for the day. So first let's go through some of my active effects so you guys know. My cards aren't very good. You got Civil War number 3, crowd control down, cooldown duration, crowd control time, physical attack speed, mind resist, poison resist. 1872 number 1. You can see the options there. Loki, this one. I haven't upgraded this because I'm waiting for the Loki card from the legendary quest or legendary mission, which I'm going to attach to this one, along with the Black Panther one, which I see a lot of people have. So I think once I get those done, I'll attach those to these. I like this one. It's ignore defense, max HP, dodge, crowd control time down. The lightning resist isn't really a big deal to me, and then attack speed's alright. Ignore defense, physical defense, max HP, attack speed. Poison resist. I don't really see the big deal about individual resist on each one. When you can get an option that is just defense resist or you know, physical defense or all defense, which you can get through your ISO 8s, in my opinion. My characters, just so we're all aware, I have Spider-Man, T3. He's alright, I guess. Not the greatest, but I think I would have to say he's probably my best character. Okay, let me turn this around. There we go. Now I won't get in the camera. My hair's, you know, he has spider sense, ISO set bonus, whatever. Power of the Angry Hulk for Captain America. And just so you guys, if you guys ask and you're like, well, why don't you have, you know, 6-star upgraded ISO 8s or whatever, just so you know, I don't have good chaotic ISO 8s. They suck. And these 2 6-stars I'm saving for Deadpool, which comes out later this week. You know, dodge. I got a couple 6-stars, but it's a work in progress, man. I don't really have a lot of stuff, and you know, whatever. But it is what it is. Anyway, so I got Spider-Man, Captain America's 66. I just haven't enhanced his potential because I've been lazy. So that is the way that is. Thor with the Ragnarok uni. Now I haven't got his Infinity War uniform because I already had this one at Legendary when it came out, so I just kind of stuck with it and used my crystals to buy other uniforms. So I got that, of course, you know. And then Scarlet Witch. I don't have enough of the Norn Stones, I think is what they're called, the blue ones for her uniform list, or to upgrade her uniform. So you check that out. I don't have enough, obviously. So that's why I haven't done that. But I will do it anyway. So these are, you know, anyways. So this is all my tier 2 characters, which isn't a lot compared to some people. But I'm gonna do this video for my world boss. So I haven't done them today. So I still have my 5 out of 5. So my daily boss is Ebony Maw, which I can only do once per day because I don't have enough elemental characters tier 2. But anyway, so I'm going to start with Luna Snow, Thor, and Loki, who's not a tier 2, but typically, wait, this isn't going to work. Yeah, I got to go backwards. Anyways, because my thumb's going to be in the way of the pad buttons, so that's not going to work. Anyways, those are really my only elemental characters, and typically between Thor and Luna Snow. If Luna Snow doesn't kill Ebony Maw, then then I got Thor, and then if both of them don't kill him, usually Ebony Maw's down enough to where Loki can kill him with his sad stats. So let's set my ally team. For me personally, I don't see much. I don't use a lot of these. Although I was thinking earlier what my Scarlet Witch's one effect was. Oh, energy attack. Of course, it's energy attack. So check this out. Scarlet Witch is such a good character, though.
What?
But oh, I'm just talking to the game. But Scarlet Witch is such a good character, but her ally effect is only 8% energy attack when Magic's is 10%. So if you have Magic, I would use her to do that. But for me, I just use the 10% increase attack for me, and there's no sense of using Winter Soldier on Ebony Maw because it's just silly. I guess you could use Spider-Man for dodge rate, but that's a little. I'm not going to do that. All right. There you go. So the thing I like about Luna Snow is if you use her skills right, it'll reset. If you use skill, I like to use skill 2, and then skill 1, and then you hit skill 3, and it usually, if you time it right, it'll reset. It'll reset skill 1, and then once you hit skill 1, it'll reset skill 2. So be careful of these. I like to try to run away from them because they will kill you, and then you'll get trapped, and then you're kind of screwed after that. So, wow. And Luna Snow has a good recovery rate, after dealing damage, which is pretty cool. So wait here, flip backwards, use that. I haven't quite got the timing down for her skill 1 to hit skill 3 and reset, but I'll get it one of these tries here in a second. Let's see. Skill, bam, there you go, and it reset. So do that, and then usually and then if you use skill 2 and then 1 and then 3, it'll reset both of them. After you use skill 1 again, it'll reset skill 2. Which is pretty cool. Whatever, go away. And that's how I do that, which...
I think it's sweating. Sweating? I think.
Oh look, I got a book. That's cool. And then, the regular rewards. I'm glad that it had additional rewards though, because I think that's my 8th Universal book, if I'm not mistaken. We'll go on to the next one. So, since I can only do one Ebony Maw a day, because I don't have enough elemental characters, that's the way it's going to be. And then I'll go on to the next one. I just did my, I just T3'd my Spider-Man, so I don't have any more speed books. So I'll probably do some of this Imp guy, Corvus, whatever the heck you say his name. Anyways, but I'm going to do, I just was able to do 2 Black Dwarfs, or Obsidian, I guess you can call them. I think that's his name. Oh, Call Obsidian, yeah. So I was just able to do 2 of them. So my first one I'm going to do with Scarlet Witch, because I guess the only way to actually kill him or to hurt him is energy attacks, which no one told me, so I wasn't sure. But I don't need, normally I would put in Shuri, but I don't need her with Scarlet Witch because Scarlet Witch is a beast. So I use Scarlet Witch. Oh crap, hang on a second, let's see, hang on a second. I've been meaning to do this. Where's she? There you go. I need to upgrade her gear to enhance her potential. And then hopefully I can get her over 60 because that's what I forgot to do. So hang on a second. Go back. Oh crap. Character gear. Hopefully I got enough money. Come on. Bam! Alright, now that I got that done. Growth score 162, that's pretty good. Not bad. Anyway, so now I can enhance her potential 0%, there we go. I do have Black Panther's potential done, and everyone else's potential is enhanced. I don't have, you know, like Ant-Man and Giant Man T2, so I can't unlock their potential because they have to be tier 2'd with, you know, everything else. Anyway, so I can really pick just about anybody with Scarlet Witch because I'm not going to use them. So essentially just like their extra effects would be nice. But for me, I'm just going to throw in whoever just in case. And I'll use someone with energy attacks just in case, I guess. So like I'll throw in you know, Marvel Blue and Hela. I'll just go with that because it really doesn't make a difference. Wait, no, I'm going to use Hela in a second. Let's go with Sharon Rogers. Never a bad idea. Sharon's a solid character. Nice stats. Usually the first T2 for most players. My first T2 was Shuri, actually. But anyway, so we'll go there. I'm going to set my ally team. So I'm going to use Magic's 10% of energy attack. I'll use Captain America's 10% to supervillain type characters. Ancient Ones. I'll decrease receive damage from supervillains using Hela, and then I'll use you know, Luna Snow's 10%. So essentially I have 40 or 30 extra % attack to supervillains plus 10% decrease from supervillains, and then a 10% energy attack to my attacks. Now, the reason I use the energy attacks is I discovered is if you go to her skills and then, like, say you look at this and it says mind damage 73% of energy attack right there, second to bottom. So the higher the energy attack, the more mind damage it'll do. Even on mind attacks, this one additional 190. So, and it works the same way. So if you're using like Thor, right, who is lightning damage, lightning, but additional 778 lightning damage, but it's lightning damage 49% of energy attack. So, you know, the higher energy attack, then the more damage you're gonna have because your energy attack's higher because it's a certain percentage of your energy attack. So that's what I've figured out. So anyway, so we're gonna go back to this and then I'm gonna do this real quick. My crystals, that's why you guys will see I probably won't get any crystals. If I'm lucky, I'll get like 18 or 10 of them maybe. That's probably about it. This one shouldn't be very hard. I don't have any music playing except for the crickets in the background because, you know, I live in the middle of nowhere, so none of you guys can find me. And if you don't have a good, after you get him down to probably, I think it's the 7th bar, he'll go into his cutscene and then he'll go into his defense mode. If you don't have a good energy attack to destroy his shield, then just kind of, I'll show you in a second. My Scarlet Witch can actually destroy it, assuming it's one of her skills aren't on cooldown. So I'll just do this. So if you don't have a good energy attack, then don't even worry about it. And I'll show you on the next one how to run away for that. That way you don't get killed by it, because I got stuck in that about 1 billion times. So another reason, check this out, another reason why I use the ancient one is because every now and then he'll put up a barrier and then you can regain health through it if you don't have, you know, if you like your character healthy. So it looks like I got an achievement, which is pretty cool. Looks, my Scarlet Witch got some of her potential. Too bad I can only use her once. You can only use one character per day in the world boss. If you use them, you know, as long as you win. If you die and fail it, then you know, you can use them again because you didn't technically use them. So I'm gonna do this again, except this time I'm gonna do it with magic because, you know, magic's a beast. At least my magic is. Here, I'll show you guys what I'm working with my magic. Anyway, so this is my magic. Alright, she's ranked 3089 and 175 growth score, which is alright, I guess, for a magic. I don't have the greatest Uru attached to her, but you know, all her skills are maxed out. She has a pretty badass ISO 8, except for obviously the chaotic stones. Power of the Angry Hawk, which seems to be, you know, the good way to go for almost every character that you want to fight with. I stuck with Spidey Sense on my Spider-Man though, because where's that? Oh, there it is. I mean, defense max. Sorry about that. Defense, max HP, dodge. I feel if you can increase his defense and his dodge with what's already there, he's gonna be hard to kill. And then you don't have to have, if you have like good cards or something that increases his attack, you don't have to have a very high attack with him, as long as, you know, he has good dodge and high defense, because he already has high dodge as it is. So then he'll just be hard to hit. I might be wrong about that, but that's just my opinion. So this I'm going to use Shuri on this one, and for those of you that don't know, I use Shuri because in her skills she has a passive decreased damage received from supervillain characters by 35%, increased damage dealt to supervillains by 45%. So that's what I'm going to do on that one. And all she has to do is be in the team, because that applies to all team members. I'm going to stick with my 10% to damage and do it that way. I think I might change the last one up though, and no, I'm just going to... See, there's no sense in going 8% energy attack when I can click on, you know, 10% damage to supervillains, because I'm fighting a supervillain. And that's just my opinion, so we're going to do that. He looks so ferocious, don't he? Yeah. You're a lot scarier in the movie. Anyways, let's get to it. This one won't go as fast as the battle I had with Scarlet Witch, but it will not be all day, put it that way. And I don't know if you noticed, I didn't necessarily put my team together for stats or like bonuses or set team bonuses, that kind of thing. So anyway, so I'm not trying to avoid any of his attacks at all, because my magic anyways, I don't know about magic in general, but she has a high defense and a high dodge rate, so she dodges most of his attacks and generally can absorb most of his attacks. Plus she has a decent recovery rate after dealing a good amount of damage. She will eventually heal, and if not, obviously it's not anywhere relatable to Wolverine's, but it's not that bad. Okay, so here we go. So he's going to go into his defensive mode. Okay, check this out. Just don't attack. If you don't have an attack to attack him, just come down here at the bottom of the screen, and you will be out of his blast radius. Watch. Nothing. And then just go back to attacking him. Granted, he gets a lot of, you know, bonuses and things like that. The stats, or buffs, I guess, That's what they're called. From that, but if you have a decent, you know, attacker, it's not a big deal. Move this so you can see my health. Anyway, so now look. So my ancient one created this shield so I can just sit in here and get some health. So now I'm back at full health. So if you don't know, you know, using the ancient one as in your ally party is not a bad idea, just for the extra healing shield for the extra, you know, couple seconds that it's there. I probably could have put Scarlet Witch in my team just because of her attacks. She probably would have been pretty good as an ally, even though it's only 8% energy attack. That would probably be a good idea, future reference. Anyways, I don't know why, I just really like, Magik is definitely one of my more favorite characters in the game. She's just like so different, and you know, it's just pretty cool. So, she's a badass. In my opinion. Oh look, I got some crystals. Cosmic cube fragments. I just call them crystals, but I guess, you know, whatever. I wish the drop rate was higher on those, or, you know, or at least when they dropped them they gave you more than 11. Because the grind for T3, if you have none, is like a month and a half, or it's ridiculous. Unless you got deep pockets, then I guess you could just buy them, but whatever. Anyways, oh yeah, let's go down to here. I'm gonna do this. I'll go with Spider-Man, Captain America, and Winter Soldier. Wait. Actually, I think I'm gonna take Captain America out. I'm gonna put in Iron Man. One, I get a good bonus movement speed and energy defense, which you know, but his skill is 24% decrease on skill cooldown time, which is cool, especially if you have a T3 character. The faster his skills cool down, the more you get to use them, which is pretty cool. And then once I get in, I'll just switch to Spider-Man and go about it that way. Like this, so I can touch, so I can move around the arena. Oh man, sorry about the man, I look like crap because I'm so tired. I just figured I'd put on this video for you know, everybody to see. Figured it would be cool, or something I can try to do. And then, you know, if you guys like it or something, I can make another one, or if not, then I'll just leave it as it is. Anyways, so this imp little guy, he respawns, he dies and then spawns again, so I'm just gonna go with oh, dodge these. Crap. If you get stuck in this like I just did, yeah, typically you're gonna die. It's like, unless you have like immunity to stun or something, you'll get stunned and then it'll just keep hitting you and then you'll die. So my advice is not to get stuck in them. If you can, just kind of run around, dodge them, which easier said than done. Yeah, well, now for those of you who don't know, we can see Spider-Man's old T3 move. Alright, watch out. Come all the way over here, dodge that, bam. These co-op skills here are real cool if you got a good team. That's when you press those and then all your characters start to attack, or these their effects or whatever. I'm not sure how it works. Whatever. Ooh, look, I got level 50. That's pretty cool. No books though. The only book, at least I got a book from you know, Ebony Maw, but that's about it. I didn't get no book from the other guys. I already have all my Shin Combat books, but I do need to do this. So there's all these quests I have to do. You know, I got a, what is this one with the hawk? Oh yeah, 5 times with the hawk. So, yeah. Anyways, you gotta do all these once you get to 9 to get to 10. And so, which is not awful. I got a challenge open here. These are all my challenges for Apocalypse, which I haven't really got around to doing them because they come out with Tier 3, and now all of a sudden I'm so focused on getting those that I forgot that I don't have Apocalypse or Cable yet. What is that? Yeah, I know. I cheated and used crystals to unlock Scarlet Witch early after they come out with the Infinity War uniforms, so you know, and I only have 2 of these left, so I got 5-star with Quicksilver, and then 58 more, or 58 more times I gotta kill this boss. I'll probably just use crystals to unlock that too, because I don't have the time to do it. Anyway, so I'm gonna go back and try this. So I guess this is, you'll get better rewards playing on higher difficulty. I guess you get better rewards like in the special world boss. I haven't noticed a higher drop rate for cosmic cubes or anything else. Just my opinion. Anyway, so this is my team that I'm going to go with here. Normally I will go with, if you don't have Captain America high enough to use with these two, you can use Storm, which gives pretty good bonuses. Critical damage, energy defense, etc., etc. But I'm going to go ahead and use Captain America. And with... I'm going to go with Spider-Man on this one for dodge, because these lightning bolts are a pain in the butt. Alright. Stage 9. Oh man! And I had to put the hawk in there, and I didn't put the hawk in there, so I'll just do that later. Anyways, we're gonna go with it this way. There's a couple attacks in here I try to dodge, and then I try to get away because a lot of times I can't tell what's really going on in there, and all these fireworks and blazes and attacks. So I try to like run away. Alright. Middle, left, middle, left, back to it. Bam! So, I think Wolverine's skill 5 is probably his best skill, although in the, when you go to his skills and look, it says use skill 3 to increase speed or something like that, so I don't know. I haven't looked too much into it. Anyways, but if he uses co-op skill, he uses his skill 5 again, which does massive damage. So eventually she's going to start shooting out these stupid lightning bolts at me, and there'll be like purple circles on the ground. Those red circles, my bad. Do your best to dodge those, because if you don't and you get caught in them, you will suffer. And it'll hurt. And it doesn't matter how high your recovery rate is, you're not going to recover from them because it's going to hit you too fast. So... Look at that. Go there, go there. Boom. This is dead. Alright. See, they said you get better rewards for higher difficulty. I don't feel like I got any better rewards. Oop. Entry limit reached. Alright. Where are we at? We go here. Well, anyways, so that's that was my 5 world bosses for the day. And you know, let me know what you think. If I could do a better way, or if there's a higher drop rate somehow, or whatever, just let me know. I'm open for ideas.